Hello and welcome back to Invitation to Puzzles, where we have a Masyu today by dumediat. Let's go over the rules to Masyu real quick. There's a link in the description, by the way, if you want to try it, and in the link, if you go to help and click rules, you can get to the same page so you can read this over. So we need to draw lines to form a loop. The loop has to go through every circle. It doesn't have to go through every cell, just every circle. We must avoid having our loop branch, because then it's not a loop. It's some sort of U-Bahn monstrosity. Likewise, you can't cross it, because then it's not a loop. It's some sort of U-Bahn thing. So that's sort of the first rule here. Is the loop can't branch or cross itself. That's just saying, hey, loops are loops. And now the black circles and white circles are different. And so this is the part that's going to take you the longest time to get your brain around if you have not previously done this, which is that on black circles, the loop always turns, and on white circles, it always goes straight. But also, on black circles, after it turns, it needs to go straight in each direction. So when there's a black, it turns, but it goes straight for one in each direction. And white, it goes straight through the white, either horizontally or vertically, but it turns in, and this always annoys me, at least one of the cells on the sides of it. So it's not quite symmetric, so this is something... I do not blame you if you have to reread this 17 times before internalizing it. So here's some more examples. Hey, you're not supposed to turn on whites, that's blacks. Hey, you're not supposed to go straight through blacks, that's whites. Hey, remember that on blacks, when you turn, you're supposed to go straight in each direction. Remember that when you go through a white straight, you need to turn in one of the two sides. Hey, remember you're supposed to go through every pearl. Hey, it's a loop. There shouldn't be any dead ends. You're only allowed one loop. And so those are the rules here. Okay, so let's have a look at this. And so my biggest hint for Masyu puzzles, by the way, link in the description if you want to try it. So feel free to pause if you want to come back and try it. My biggest piece of advice is start with all the pearls that are either on the border or one away from the border. So for example, these white ones on the border, we know have to go through sort of parallel to the border because they need to go straight through them. Now here, this is a corner, so as soon as it enters there, it turns there. Oh, by the way, that one as well. But this cell, it can't go straight, because if it went straight, that would be it going straight on each side of a white. It needs to turn on one side. It didn't turn on this side, so it needs to turn on this side, and there's only one direction it can turn. Okay, so that's a common sort of pattern. And now this black one, it goes left or right, but it always goes up, because if it didn't go up, then it would go straight through this, and that's not how blacks work. And remember that once it goes up again. Okay, now I don't know quite which direction it goes, but we have some sort of like rough guidelines. The nice thing, though, is it also applies to this, because basically one way you can think of turning is that if a loop turns, it either goes up or down, exactly one of those, and it either goes left or right, exactly one of those. So it can't go up from here because it would need to go up 2, which would take me off the grid. So the thing it does is go down. Feel free to put little X's here to remind you that the loop definitely doesn't go that way. And so actually, even black cells that are not on the border, but next to the border, you know their direction. So like this, for example, this black cell can't go that way. It would need to go 2 that way. So rather than right, it goes left. There's a little X here. That actually forces this loop segment up here, like that. Now, I see a few things. So one thing is now I should look at any cells that now have paths next to them. So like this white can no longer go vertically, because if it did, it would crash into this. So it goes horizontally. And a general rule that you can note is if you have 2 white circles next to this, the line either goes through both or they're parallel in the opposite direction. So I can't now do that because that's branching and that's very bad. So we have to do that. So they end up both parallel in this particular instance. Okay, likewise here, we can do exactly the same thing. This can't go horizontally or it would T there, so we do that. Okay, this black, we now know whether it goes left or right, because it can't go right without crashing into that, so it goes left. This black now can't go up, because if this black goes up, it only goes up 1, it doesn't go up 2, so it actually comes down like that. And ditto this black here, it can't go left, it can only go right, it has to go right 2. Okay, I'm trying to figure out exactly how to articulate this. I think the way that a lot of people would like to see this is that if I look at this circle, there are an odd number of loop ends in this circle. And loop ends, I mean, loops don't have ends. So the quote-unquote loop ends, they have to pair up so that there are no loop ends remaining. And the thing about 3 being odd is it means that one of these loop ends pairs up with something that's not in the circle. And if you look at it, only one of them is capable of pairing up with something not in the circle, which is this one. So it has to, and the only way that works is if I do this. So that is useful as a general technique. So then that goes there. Okay, notice that oh, this would have been a much easier point than the one I just made, but we'll accept it. This white went straight in that direction, and remember, it can't go straight in both directions, so it turns there. This black now can't go right, because if it does, it's running into a dead end, so it goes left. This is just a corner, so this has to go this way. Note, I can't make a little loop, because if I make a little loop, which I would do if I connected these, then I have a pretty substantial problem with how these things work. Okay, so we can make a similar point about loop ends here. Here in this circle, there's an even number of loop ends, namely 2. And they either have to pair up or both leave. Because if they pair up, then neither leaves. Well, they can't pair up. Because if they pair up, then we've created a mini loop. So they have to both leave. And the key thing is this one, it can't leave without pairing up with the other one unless it goes up immediately, is the key point. So this one has to go up, because if it doesn't go up, it is forced to do that, and that creates a mini loop. If you want to see that just by saying that would, by just doing that look ahead, that's fine too. This loop end can't connect to that loop end. And now again, sort of if you want to think about this in terms of circles, I've drawn a circle here that has an odd number of loop ends in it. So therefore, one of them has to get out, all one of one, and there's only one way it can get out of the circle, which is this one. Okay, this end can now no longer go over here without crashing into a dead end of death. This one now has to turn there. I guess it's had to turn there since time immemorial, if I actually looked at it very closely. This white circle went straight on this side, so it has to turn on this side, so it looks like that, which pushes this. Remember, it has to go left or right. It pushes it left in this particular case. And while I'm at it, I might as well note it has to go up or down, and up would run into this. So it has to go down there and one further. It can't keep going down. Feel free to give an alternate proof, but one thing it would break is that the white circle would have straights on both sides. Okay, so this is now a corner, by the way. It connects over there. So this comes over here. This now has to turn up. This can't turn this way without crashing, so it turns that way. This white circle ends up parallel to this one because it can't crash into it. So we end up with that. Turns like that. Let's see. Okay, well, this certainly doesn't turn up there, I am prepared to say with some confidence. Okay, so there's a common setup here that you'll see, which is that this black actually can't go down because by force, as soon as it goes down, it forces this white to be straight. And the problem is this white goes straight on both sides. So it can't do that. So this black actually has to go up. And now we can sort of repeat an argument in the top corner that we've been seeing, which is that if I just sort of circle this top corner, there's two loop ends in it. So they either have to connect to each other, which would create a very small loop, or they have to get out. And they both only have one way to get out that would not ultimately force them to connect to each other. So namely, this one goes this way, this one goes this way. This white circle I see now turns. This has become a corner. So it continues out like that. We know that this doesn't connect and form the world's tiniest loop. So this comes here. This certainly, again, doesn't turn this way, because that would be an immediate dead end, so it goes that way. These can't join, because it would create a mini loop, so this has to go this way. Okay, if this white, this is a super cute white. If this white were to go horizontal, it's super, super straight, which we don't like around here at Zeta Math Enterprises. So this is vertical instead, which remember forces that, because that white has become vertical. And this can't continue down, because if it did, this would go straight on both sides. Okay, so now this is sort of stuck at a corner, like that, and these two can't join because it would create, again, a mini loop. And we like to avoid yon mini loop. This turns this way. This now, again, can't go into the void, which will happen if it goes up this way, so it has to come down. Let's see. What is the most elegant way to articulate what has to happen here? The thing that has to happen here is that this line definitely has to be horizontal, and I've seen a bunch of different proofs of it, and I'm trying to decide which one I like the best. Maybe for me, the cleanest one is that if it's vertical, this loop end is forced to connect to its friend, except that makes a very mini loop, so this can't be vertical. The other thing you could do is say that if the loop visits here, the loop closes, and I've got an unvisited circle. So either way, what that gets you to is that the loop doesn't visit there, and hence this comes here, and now we end up with this, and this is horizontal. It can't go down, so it goes up and across like that. So very lovely Masyu there. Thank you to dumediat. Dumediat is a Masyu expert. I am a Masyu horrible novice, we'll say. But we made it through. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you had a good time with this genre. And we'll be back soon with more puzzles. So thanks for watching. Bye for now.